7 a.m. I wake up. The early morning is kind of like an exam, full of questions. What am I going to wear today? What time do I need to be at work? Where am I going to get my breakfast? These are important questions that need to be sorted out so that you can start your day off right. As I finish getting dressed, I do a quick check for the essentials. Phone, wallet, keys, roseate, Fitbit, and I step out the door. And I make my morning walk to the office. About 10 blocks later, I'm sweating like Patrick Ewing in the fourth quarter. Damn you, GCC! I'm just kidding. As much as I love dressing up, I hate wearing suits in the summer. So I make a stop into Starbucks. As I'm waiting in line, I notice several other FRB employees, probably displaced from the Eagle Cafe renovations. I also notice that they are clearly ignoring each other because it's too early in the morning for conversation. I grab a drink and cool down with a nice, refreshing 12-ounce iced coffee. 8:30 a.m., step onto the floor, enter the office. Morning greetings are exchanged. Sup, Chu? Sup, Chen? As I proceed to log into my computer, I realize that this very moment is very much like a box of chocolates. Absolutely random. Thoughts start tumbling in my head like underpants in the dryer. I need to prep my one presentation. I need to answer that one question. I need to write my mid-year review. Shoot, I need to write my Toastmaster speech. I start to assemble my to-do list, and just like Google Maps, today's journey now has direction. Next come the interruptions. Emails flood through the inbox. My phone is buzzing like crazy. I'm actually hearing more rings from my phone than Beyonce and Single Ladies. As I walk down the hall to get a glass of water, I'm met with the question that we are all familiar with. Hey, do you have a minute? Can you step in my office real quick? But just like electricity running through a wire, I power through it. 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Aha, a break, relief. Except taking a 1-hour lunch break is kind of like sticking to a diet. Never happens. And just like my Timex watch, which I've dropped about a dozen times, I keep working. Eventually, I do decide to take a personal break. I start streaming the World Cup game from ESPN.com. Little do I know that I am now preventing accounting from processing payroll because First Republic Bank has less internet bandwidth than California has water. Just saying. Let's fast forward. 3 o'clock p.m. Now it's mid-afternoon. I'm hitting the wall harder than a tennis player playing by himself on the blacktop. My boss pokes her head out of the office and starts lobbying requests over. Eugene, can you build this report? Eugene, can you present to this team in 2 weeks? Eugene, can you build this new community? My response? You got it. The problem? The problem is I'm checked out like a library book at the moment. So what does that mean? It means it's time for some caffeine. Make my way back over to Starbucks, ready to throw down the most complicated order the world has ever seen. Hello, I'll take a caramel macchiato, venti, skim, extra hot, extra shot, sugar-free. It's beach season. All the remaining customers roll their eyes. Coffee snob! But me, no, I'm ready. Get back to the office, get back to my desk, and I start knocking them out like Manny Pacquiao back in 2009. 6 o'clock rolls around. The day is starting to wind down. Elizabeth and I give each other the subtle nod, an acknowledgement of a day's good work. an amalgamation of small wins, fire drills, and more meetings. I also realized that my to-do list is actually longer now than it was this morning when I got started. But that's the way it goes. At this moment, as I'm thinking about how to close out the day, I realize there's only one way to do it. At this point, I realized that my day is kind of like a beer. Bitter beginning, sweet middle, and by the time you're done, you're feeling pretty good. Cheers. And one more comment. Camera's off. I remembered Mike Peach's recommendation, so I wrote extras this time.
Yay.